All right, so here I am. Going to mount this. You see the lines that I've basically drawn into this thing? Basically, I can line them up with the head blocks angled marks there, and I'm going to slide this baby in, my tailstock, pretty close, and then I'm going to whale down this baby so it doesn't go anywhere. Then, making sure that's loose, I'm going to crank this into the hole on the other end. This is actually a freely rotating tailstock, so that goes right in, and I tighten it up. What I want to be able to do is I don't want this thing to come off. The big danger with any kind of lathing is if this thing flies off and smacks you in the face, it's bad. So basically I want that able to hold on like that, doesn't move at all. Then I tighten this up. Okay, this is basically my little table rest, and I want this to be able to rotate and not hit, but I want it to be as close as I can without it hitting anything. That looks pretty good. This is a really nasty old machine, so I actually have got stupid tools I've made in order to tighten it up. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my drawing here and a pair of calipers here. I want to basically go to the widest spot of this, of my my drawing here. Now, one of the things, this is actually going to be covered with a small bit of leather and wire wrap, so I'm going to actually come a little bit inside of it to there. Okay. What I'm going to proceed to do now is basically lathe this until I have a cylinder that's exactly as wide as this all the way across it. Okay, so that's what's going on. I'm going to use this tool, which is a gouge, which will take the stuff off really fast. Okay, so click on. I'm taking this off like pretty methodically. I'm going to stop going all the way off the end there though, because I don't want to ram my tool into the spinning head block there. So every once in a while I stop it, take a look and see how I'm going. I've still got some flats. Actually, it's pretty close. It's actually going around. So I probably am taking off another 3/16. This maple lathes like a dream. Check and see how I am. Just a little more, another 1/8 inch or so. Yeah, pretty close. I'm pretty close to it. You'll notice on my rest, I keep my fingers basically up like this, and this thing comes in. You can play around with the angle of this. Until you get a part. Sometimes in your tool it's sharpened in one place and not in the other. So you can basically move it around in all sorts of different directions until you get the best cutting. Okay? Now I'm going to be doing a little bit of sanding on this, so I'm probably not going to go too crazy. This is really, really close. Okay. It's close enough for where I'm going, because after I sand it and stuff, it's going to get down really close to it. Okay? So, using the caliper, it basically can go along and see where it's at. Okay? Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my paper. I'm basically going to fold this up, and I'm going to make a mark, basically lining the back of this up with that. And I'm going to kind of make a mark where my the head block stop, or basically where the handle stops. And it's a little bit weird because I've got a plate in front of it, but you can see it's kind of passing through here. So basically my handle's going to be about that long. Okay. Now I've got to grab myself a pencil.